We're live. This is Ted Hicks, Late Night Parents. Two of my bros are in the house tonight. Tony D, how you doing, brother?
Chilling, man. What's happening?
Mr. B, JoJo is here. We usually get a monthly appearance from JoJo. Mr. B, what's going on, brother?
You're on mute.
You're on mute. My bad.
No.
My bad. I'm good. How y'all fellas doing?
Pretty good. A lot of news and notes. Guess right at the gate, the craziness that's happening in Memphis with those 5 officers that brutally beat that young man who's 29 years old. I will tell you this much. I've never seen this move for justice so swiftly. We've seen faces on TVs, across the internet, all the above. I mean, it's just an ugly situation. So there's too much to broach on that topic. And, I'm thinking the video, Joe, we were talking earlier, the video was supposed to get released today or tomorrow, or
they're talking about Friday. It'll be Friday evening. They're supposed to release that tape.
So
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if folks is ready to see that tape, man.
News dump, and then all hell is gonna break loose.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I want to put that in the parking lot because I'm sure we're going to be talking about that a little bit. A little bit more. Tone, question for you primarily. You attended the HBCU.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of talk over the last 3-4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, initially with Deion Sanders leaving Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ed Reed, who had a cup of coffee in Florida.
Oh, man.
I'm just reading just back, forth. And I'm like, wait, Ed Reed got signed. Wait, he didn't get signed. Wait, they're working on a contract. Wait a minute. They're not extending the contract. They pulled the contract. He's on social media. A president's firing or interim president's firing back. All the above. Tone, you've lived the life of HBCU. Not per se Bethune-Cook, but just your experience.
The finances at HBCUs are not the best. For those of you who may be old enough to remember, we had a protest at Tuskegee in the early 90s, protesting tuition hikes. When it was near the end, we actually had a chance to sit down with some of the administration. They broke down the pie graph, the money that comes in, and then what it takes to maintain the university. From what I saw, and this will be my interpretation of what they showed us, the tuition we send isn't enough to maintain a lot of these campuses. It has to come from donations, has to come from grants. Tuskegee is a private school.
Right.
I think it's federally supported. They get a lot of federal grants. I don't blame them for not wanting to give it up. I know I heard stories about when Bill Cosby wanted to donate, when Lionel Richie wanted to donate. They wanted to donate it to something specific. But when they were going to take the donations, they had to go to a general fund. This was the rumor we was hearing. So when the coaches go there and they protested what's going on, Deion was doing big things in Jackson State. You ain't hear him say nothing but just football. Ed Reed went down and went ballistic with what he was seeing. I know what he's trying to do. I know how it's coming across. All HBCUs need more support than what they're getting. And I'm not even talking down about the people who are donating or contributing. The money that we want to send, or that the alumni want to send, or anybody wants to send, they want it to go somewhere specific, or they know what the complaints are: dorms, facilities, better food, help with the books and everything. You won't get grants, you're going to get scholarships. Not everybody gets grants and scholarships. Straight up. And people want to help folks, but you got to watch how you allocate your money. The economic allocation is where the issue is from what I'm seeing. So I know what Ed Reed was doing. I know what Deion's trying to say. Take it easy, just work it. Take it easy, just work it. You're going to bring the support just by being there. Ed Reed didn't like what he saw, and it went off from there. That's pretty much what it is in a nutshell.
I did a little bit of research on it, and usual percentage for alumni is 4 to 5% that they take for the year. And I'm told HBCUs is touching 1%,
which doesn't help. That doesn't help what I just said. It was
right.
more. What I saw was more than that, and that's a shame.
Okay,
that's a shame. And mind you, a lot of kids are going to college on scholarships, grants, or ROTC.
Right.
You know what it costs for you to go to college out of your mom and daddy pocket?
Yeah.
And we getting the plus loans for our kids. I did it for my older son. I'm paying on it. I told him, you go. Jason gonna be the same way. Most people got a savings to send their kid to college, plain and simple. Plain and simple. If you can afford it. And most parents can't afford it. So these kids are in here for whatever specific reason they're trying to do right. It's a big economic circle, and the details and the specifics would drive people nuts. Like I said, I kind of remember some of what I saw. That was 30 years ago. But when I saw what they were telling us, I was like, okay, I see what's going on now. Maybe it was BS, but something about it made sense. Take how much tuition costs. Take the number of students that's in there. Add that up. Then look at your campus. See how much it costs to fix everything. You're going to start putting numbers together. See, people like to have conversations, don't put numbers together. That's where the confusion is. And everybody want to talk about, you got to do something. We got to do something. We got to do something. Who is we and how we going to do it? All the conversations we have on the internet, we need to do something. Somebody need to think of something. You to somebody. What we going to do? So everybody out there going to every HBCU out there, what we going to do? I'm listening. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, Sadie.
Joe, any comments on that? Or did Tony basically touch all the bases on it?
Nah, he touched the bases pretty much, man. Pretty much. HBCUs, they need some help of some sort, you know, and people try to help and do their best, but you know,
it's disrespectful to say what we're doing ain't enough.
Yeah,
and I would say we, as in those who have been to schools and wanted to contribute.
That's absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Sadie, how you doing?
Big ups to everybody out there doing whatever you can.
Right.
The rest of us need to kick in. Tuskegee has a lot of legends. Alabama State has a lot of legends. Bethune-Cookman got a lot of legends. Jackson State got a lot of legends. Mississippi Valley State got a lot of legends. Morris Brown got a lot of legends. Clark got I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to put it to you like this, but a bunch of us a bunch of people that graduated, because I ain't going to front. I went, but I didn't graduate. Y'all go ahead. I'll holler at y'all in this conversation. I'll be free tomorrow night. I went, but I didn't graduate. Those of us who making money, or those of us who doing something, we can only give so much. A lot of and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, other predominant universities got people with more money, giving back more, putting more things in place. Go to an HBCU campus, go to another campus. Tell me the difference you see. I know what I saw between Tuskegee and Auburn.
Got it. Got it. We're going to see how this situation with Ed Reed and the interim president and everything else plays out. I was watching some stuff on Roland Martin, his digital daily show. You know, because he's been having conversations and he wants to have a town hall and, you know, continue to push this topic further. Something that was finalized, you know, Joe and I are New Yorkers. Tony is honorary New Yorker.
Native New Yorker. Native.
Yeah, this week the recently defeated Buffalo Bills finalized their new stadium with New York. And I know it was how do I say it? It bothered me a little bit with the amount of public funds. And I know this happens everywhere. Whenever there's a stadium, you know, they hold whoever, the governor, the mayor, whoever, the comptroller hostage, and they basically say, you want a football stadium here, or you want us to stay here, then you're gonna have to pay up.
Mm-hmm.
So $1.4 billion stadium, $850 million in public funds. Jojo, that's your dollars and mine being funneled to the Buffalo Bills stadium. I mean, I guess we should go to the stadium. We lived.
I mean, our money spent there. Might as well take the trip and enjoy it there, right?
I mean,
like,
so our tax dollars, Joe, are going there. I don't know how many people from Long Island or from the BX actually go to the Buffalo Bills stadium on a regular.
It's a good question.
You know, so you know, I don't know.
Crazy. It's a crazy sight to see. It's really
it is. And when you think about it, Buffalo is one of the poorest cities in America. The lowest wages across the board.
Yeah.
Homelessness, poverty. But there's dollars and there's funds for a stadium because people love the NFL. I won't harp on this too much because there's nothing we could do because the governor passed it. Because I mean, ultimately, if she didn't pass it, they would move.
Yeah.
You know, and she wouldn't have got her first full term. So I don't know. Other note I'm gonna say is, and we're gonna wait and see. Kyrie Irving is already talking about his people are talking to the Nets. They're ready to sit down for an extension. He's talking about the bag, 4 years, $200 million. And I love Kyrie Irving. I really do. I don't know.
Yeah, if
4 years, $200 million for the Nets.
4 years, $200 million. He's ready to talk extension. I don't know if the Nets are talking extension, ready to talk it yet, but 4 years, $200 million.
I mean, all they're going to tell him is he got to play ball.
That's what it is. Yeah, he got to play.
He got to play ball.
He got to play. Get the distractions out the way and play ball, man.
I mean, he was putting in publicity dollars. Yeah, I'm quite sure he made much of that. So I can't front on that. But they want him to play ball, and KD probably gonna stay if he stay.
Yeah.
Play ball. Build everybody around those two. Both of them are hard to beat. What's up, Helen?
Hey, Helen, how you doing?
Both of them are hard to beat. So, I mean, I think they got a deal, but they're gonna look at his contribution over the negative publicity, even though negative publicity makes money.
Well, he's been on his best behavior. I'm telling you, and I don't know if that's because. I mean, of course, it's because of the contract year.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, ever since the last dust up with him sending that link for that video that's being sold on Amazon.
Yeah.
You know. I don't see no one push back on Amazon. They surely push back on him.
Yep.
We'll leave it there. You want to talk football? Any predictions? We got 2 games left before the big game. Joe, who do you have for AFC and for NFC?
Oh man. I'm be honest, that's 2 tough games, bro. I don't know. I really thought the Bills had it in the bag last week,
right.
And that was just mind blowing. Like, wow. San Fran looks to be a dominant force right now. I don't know, man. You question Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy has put in the work with the good squad.
Right.
The defense is strong. Offensive Your offensive keys are there. They were smart enough to get Christian McCaffrey because I don't know, man.
That's a blockbuster
Regardless of
maneuver.
what is happening, that guy gets his things in, man. Like, yo. So it's just like,
blockbuster maneuver.
how do you do that? Is beyond me, man. You got Philly in there, and Philly's monstrous defenses arise again. Jalen Hurts is putting up numbers, man. Yeah, that young boy, what's his name? The running back there they got. Not young boy, but I forgot the running back in the Eagles. What's his name? I forgot homeboy's name. How I forget his name?
Hold on. Wrong one. I'm about to look right now. I forgot.
It's at the tip of my head, man. Ah, dang. But fire. But then again, you have the Bengals here. And Bengals will shut up. Hey, what up, Rick? You got the Bengals. And low-key, the Bengals is a team that I kind of wanted. I was like, man, on our fantasy league, Joe Mixon got me numbers, man.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Joe.
Yes.
Joe Mixon has been
Elijah Holyfield and Noel Devine.
There you go. The combination's been pretty swell.
Right.
Joe Mixon, Burrow, T. Higgins. Oh my God! And what's homeboy's name? Oh my God! How I forget his name?
Jamal Chase.
There you go.
Jamal Chase. Yeah.
Mixon, not Mixon, but Joe Burrow's really showed himself, man, this season.
Oh yeah.
That man's took a hell of a lot of sacks, man. But whoo,
you got game. The Bengals got game. The Bengals want to go back for revenge. I don't blame them.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Eagles were my preseason pick. But the 49ers, once they got Christian McCaffrey, I was like, red alert. Red alert. And the team will rally around the quarterback. Brock Purdy is their quarterback, yes. He's new to everything pretty much, yes. But the team will take care of him. And people got to realize, in my eyes, the 49ers are pretty much the same Super Bowl team that was there a few years ago with Christian McCaffrey. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to harp on that. Mm-hmm. This weekend, we'll shut everything down. The Eagles were the pick. The Eagles defense is coming. But the 49ers offense is going to be all over the place. The Eagles got to stop them from scoring. We already know they're going to go after the quarterback. Their pass rush is ridiculous. Eagles pass rush is ridiculous. So to me, it's going to come down to the Eagles secondary deciding the game. The Bengals and the Chiefs, I believe it is.
That's what it is. I was just about to say we got to leave. We left out the Chiefs.
The Mahomes is not 100%.
He's not 100%.
No, he's not.
So I was a gambling man, I would take the Bengals as the under on the point spread if they were there.
Lord. But Lord, you got to lock down. You got to lock down that dynamo.
Like you're going to do. We already expect that loss. But what we're going to do for insurance is take this lower bet or take them underdogs, which would be the Bengals, even though they was in the Super Bowl last year, they're supposed to be the damn favorites. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be the damy favorites because they're right there again.
You got to lock down Kelsey, man, and that's the thing.
You got to lock down.
We'll see.
I got to ask you. I have such a problem with this.
Yeah.
Every week. Every week. Do you see the numbers Kelsey puts up every week? That's year?
The whole thing. Yo. And I always praise guys like, Jason Witten for what he was contributing.
Yes.
Was it Gonzalez and Shannon Sharps of the world and all that, but Travis Kelce, what the hell, man?
Every week, every
year.
You
just it's
not always open.
They were sweating Gronk. We were sweating Kelce.
Yes, too.
Now, let's keep it 1,000. The top two tight ends in the NFL are in their championship divisions. Kelce and Kittle. Kittle ain't been hurt. Kittle is just as good as Kelce.
Yeah.
So your scary Super Bowl is the 49ers and the Chiefs. Your Super Bowl is the 49ers and the Bengals. Think about it. You got to
pay yourselves.
The Eagles are sitting right there. Everybody got to get past the Eagles. And you got two of the top teams, two of the top three AFC teams all season. We don't know what's going to happen this weekend.
No.
I did my
No.
bill check before I came to bed. When I came home today. Just in case. I'm quite sure everybody's buying out before this week is up. Stop playing.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Definitely, man.
The one person I'm going to tell you who's going to be watching intently the 3:00 game, Mr. Tom Brady, because if Purdy looks real bad, that allows him to drop right in there. They're going to drop ship him for next season to San Francisco.
To my Brady?
I'm talking about Brady.
I can see it.
I'm talking about Brady because you know what his MO? It's kind of like LeBron-ish. Let me get a stacked team, come there, boom, boom, boom.
I think we talked about that. I could see him going to 49ers.
I can see him.
I can see him going to 49ers. I think he's from out there, ain't he?
Yeah, he's from out there.
Yeah. Guess who else is from out there? Aaron Rodgers. Ain't he?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's
right. Listen.
Hey, Aaron.
Nathaniel Hackett coming to the Jets. I don't know if he said he could deliver Aaron Rodgers.
He could.
If he does, the Jets will have another aging Packer quarterback.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Who supposedly is talking about he's ready to mentor Zach Wilson.
Oh.
Yep.
What about Mike
He's
White?
wanting to put that work in, and you got something.
But it's going to cost the Jets $50 a season.
The Jets will pay for it because they got a young core team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you over there. She tripping. Now, here's the question with that: what they're going to do with Flacco? Because Flacco was actually all right for a couple games. Jeez was good.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Flacco was good for him, and we ain't heard much from him. I think Mike White and Zach Wilson is going to be the future of that franchise, and then whoever else they could bring in.
I don't know. I'm just.
I don't know either.
This is just interesting.
The Jets did good this season.
Yeah, the Jets did pretty good this season. Yeah.
Yeah, they did better the previous season. That's a plus.
And then Flacco kind of looked good, like his former self. You know, when he was out there when they played the Raiders this season, was it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, epic game there. Yeah, man.
As we segue, Joe, what's happening this weekend with combat sports?
Well, let's formulate this. Put this in a little small bubble here real quick.
Here you go.
So this weekend there's a lot of MMA stuff. There is no UFC. You see the background here. This was last weekend. First time in 3 years, well, since the pandemic. They took the trip to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Really good event. The Brazil crowd was in it from the beginning. At the end, though, they weren't. The Brazilian guys took some L's. Wow. Mauricio Shogun retired. He had his last fight, ended in a matter of under like a minute or so, 2 minutes or so. Lost to a young guy from the Ukraine. Davison Figueiredo, who was the flyweight champion, the undisputed flyweight champion, had the fourth encounter with this guy, Brandon Moreno, who's on the other side here next to Jamal Hill. Moreno won the fight in the third round due to a doctor's stoppage. Other than that, had the doctor's stoppage not happened, I think Figueiredo would have definitely been fully outclassed. Is the fourth encounter due to, well, it was the draw first fight. Second fight, Moreno won. Figueiredo won the third, so it was a fourth. The first time ever rivalry went to 4 fights in the UFC history. So that happened. And then Jamal Hill, the young man on this side here, he beat Glover Teixeira in a 5-round decision for the light heavyweight title. By the time this fight had finally ended, the Brazilian crowd was out of there. word on the street is that the ticket prices were low. They hiked up the ticket prices, but
Mhm.
also I think it was because a lot of the Brazilian favorites that they look forward to seeing were taking losses.
Right.
Other than that, Jessica Andrade beat the stuffings out of Lauren Murphy for 3 straight rounds. That fight is ugly. You could check the highlights on YouTube. People have talked about it. It's controversial. I won't get too in deep with that. Who else fought on the card? I'm trying to remember. I don't forget. Oh yeah, the Bonfim brothers, 2 guys from Brazil
Right.
who are pretty famous. They came out, they shined. Both of them got some wins. One of them beat a young prospect by the name of Terrence McKinney, knocked him out cold with a switch knee. The other one got a win in like 49 seconds by submission. Good fights all around. Okay,
Right.
so that's what happened. Now this weekend, Tadas. We got one Friday fights that's gonna happen tomorrow, early in the morning. Yeah, if you're one of those early birds, man, you can catch that at 7:30 a.m. Catch that live on YouTube. YouTube is great. Well, the organization, nice enough to give out a good portion of their fights live for free on YouTube, so you can watch that at 7:30 a.m. Really long list of fights. A lot of it's gonna be a mix up of mixed martial arts fights with kickboxing and Muay Thai fights. They've been dabbling and they've been doing pretty well for themselves. So much so that in a few months they'll be diving up into U.S. territory for the first time. I think it'll be was it March or May.
Yeah,
So they'll be making their first event in Colorado. It'll be a rematch, the trilogy bout between their flyweight champ Adriano Moraes and the former UFC flyweight champ, now current flyweight champ Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. That's the guy who at one time he had a crazy record, 11 title defenses or something like that, and really dynamic, super dynamic guy, really quick, crazy combinations, nice wrestler, full-fledged total mixed martial artist there. But the one Friday fights, that's gonna be on Friday, early morning. If you're interested, they got the PFL Challenger Series. Week 1 starts on Fubo TV. Download it, download the app, and you can watch it. Is it important to watch it? If you're really like knee deep in PFL, I guess you could go ahead and do that. But if not, you could wait till till the season officially starts, the 2023-2024 season. Well, the 2023 season, I should say, starts. Because then by then they'll probably release the those challenger fights on the YouTube, the PFL YouTube channel. But good showing. A couple upcoming guys, people around the world, some former people you see in the UFC, maybe some in one, but they come out there, they try to get signed, and then you have somebody that shows up for the tournament. Also on Saturday, there's LFA 151 live in Cajamar, Sao Paulo, Brazil, headlined by a pretty nice tournament fight between Jose Delano, who's 12-2, against Gabriel Santos. That's a featherweight fight. You have the LFA vacant strawweight title as Julia Palastri, who's 10-3, fights Brenda Godig, who's 6-0 out of Argentina.
Right.
So it'll be pretty much a lot of Brazilians. She's the only non-Brazilian on that card. Yeah, the only non-Brazilian there is Godding. Yeah, other than that, everybody else is Brazilian, which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is.
Right. It's in Brazil though, right?
For Saturday. Well,
it's
besides,
in Brazil, right?
Huh?
It's in Brazil, right?
Is what?
The fight is in Brazil?
Yeah, it's in Brazil.
Yeah.
The whole event is live in Brazil. You can catch that on UFC Fight Pass if you're a subscriber. Yeah, it's not bad. I purchased UFC Fight Pass last year. It was half off. So out of the $99.99, it was $49.99. They had the little deal, so I caught that at the right time.
Right.
So haha.
Right.
So mine's is still running through, but they have the Royal Rumble. If you're an interested wrestling fan, Royal Rumbles every year. This one may be pretty special because we got a lot of good returns from word of ear, and the dirt sheet folks. There's some surprise signings, some surprise returns, some one night only showings that we're gonna see there at the Royal Rumble, maybe.
Right.
But it'll be a good turnout, We'll see what happens.
With Vince coming back, I think it's going to be big.
So we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's not going to be bad because last year's Royal Rumble was not nothing special. It was they kind of dropped the ball. Mm-hmm. So hopefully they make up for it this year. But boxing. There is a fight this weekend. You can catch this fight on ESPN Plus. If you're an ESPN Plus subscriber, I kind of recommend folks to get ESPN Plus because you catch your boxing, you catch your football, you catch your baseball, you catch your college games. There's good content, good documentaries and shows. There's MMA. You got the PFL and the UFC. But the boxing, gotta love the boxing. And the Big King is showing up to defend his light heavyweight title as Artur Beterbiev, the undefeated Russian, faces England's top star, one of England's top stars, Anthony Yard, for the WBC, WBO, IBF World Light Heavyweight titles. Why is this a big deal? Artur Beterbiev is undefeated. He is a monster. 18 fights, 18 wins, 18 knockouts.
Wow. Whoa.
A monster. This is the guy that the man who was chasing the dream in Canelo Alvarez was trying to get up there and face. Unfortunately for him, he got halted. He got halted by Dmitry Bivol. Now, Bivol's the guy who's trying to get his fights in and looking to meet this man, Artur Beterbiev, unify the titles.
Right.
Yes, sir. He's going against Yard. Yard is 23-22 knockouts, 2 losses. One of those losses is a split decision. The other one is a knockout loss to that man Kovalev. Y'all guys remember Kovalev, right? Kovalev was out here starching people too. Yes. Then he got old and he took advantage of him. It is what it is. But that card is going to be pretty dope. They also have a world flyweight title fight between Artem Dalakian, who's 21-0, against David Jimenez, who's 12-0. Then the rest of the fights are good upcoming boxers from the area, from England. So, for ESPN, it's pretty dope because you always showcase the area's fighters, upcoming prospects, and whatnot. It's a good watch and learning experience for folks that don't relate. You're trying to learn boxing. You're trying to get, the gist of what's happening in the boxing realm. Do watch those cards because you see the upcoming stars and the future. Oh, snap, that guy. He's about to do some things. But that's what's going on this weekend. There'll be no UFC till the following week. 2 pivotal things are happening in that same week. Amanda Serrano's boxing that following weekend. Amanda Serrano's boxing. Alicia Baumgartner's the co-main event on that card. All the cards are stacked on the Bellator card, Bellator Russia card between Ryan Bader and Fedor Emelianenko. What is to be Fedor's last fight. The whole card is Russia versus the world, pretty much. Wow. And it is going to be in. Is it going to be in Russia, if I remember correctly? But I know, yes, I think it's going to be in Russia. But no. It is in California. But it is Russia. Pretty much the majority of it is Russia versus the world. It was supposed to be in Russia, but I guess they changed it. Yeah, they changed it. But that's gonna be Bader versus Emelianenko for Bader's heavyweight title. Johnny Eblen, who I'm very high on, um, he was a good prospect. Then he outclassed Gegard Mousasi. Insane. He's fighting Anatoly Tokov, who's 31-3, a mastermind in madness in the cage. Super technical, hella good grappler, nasty KOs as well as submissions. So that's gonna be pretty fun to watch. The rest of the card is pretty dope. My homie Brendan Ward, he's coming back. He's trying to get his climb back to the top. You know, he was out for a while, jail, drug addiction, trying to come back and reform. So that's pretty dope. And the rest of the card is pretty dope too, man. Good fights there. And you know, the UFC is gonna be on at the same time, but it's a weird time slot on ESPN Plus because it starts at 10 p.m.
Oh, really?
The prelims start at 10 p.m.
Wow.
The main card starts at 1 o'clock in the morning.
So that means 3 o'clock in the morning is gonna
4 o'clock it'll end.
Jeez.
By 4 or maybe a little bit more than 4. Why is that, you ask? Because they have a list of Chinese fighters who will be fighting on the card. And you know the UFC and Dana have been stretching to get that China audience. They've had it for quite a bit. So to entertain them, they've had a low-key show on, is it UFC Fight Pass? Yeah, Road to UFC. That featured a lot of the a lot of fighters from the area there. So to catch the Chinese crowd, the Chinese fans, they aired it at that specific time, so they are able to view it live. So it'll be like morning, afternoon time for them, afternoon, nighttime for them, and it'll be morning for us here. So we got to suffer a little bit in the U.S. Fair enough, though, because we got a lot of the early cards while they got to stay up late at night, early morning. So it's only a fair trade. But that's all that's happening, man. Thanks for asking. I'm done there. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, this is Ted Hicks with Late Night Parents. We're with Mr. B and Tony D. I'll quickly segue to this article that we repurposed. And, you know, one of the worst elements of Twitch is watching. I mean, we all use Twitch. Yes, we know it's Amazon, but one of the worst elements of Twitch is watching a creator. You know, you get excited and you get interrupted by an advertisement throughout, you know, a key second of the stream. It's additionally annoying to start out watching a creator and having to take care of 3 minutes of advertisements earlier than, you know, than the service will allow you to. So like with YouTube, they'll make you watch that first advertisement and then you can kind of tunnel through the second one after 5 seconds. So Twitch itself is seeking to repair these issues, you know, through various summits. There was a blog post that was that Twitch posted, and basically they're looking to go picture in picture. They're looking to streamline some of these. They're looking to streamline some of these advertisements. I think they're trying to make it a little bit more palatable for the creator, because, you know, it's all about, you know, these mid rolls, you know, because through the advertisements, that's how, hey, we get paid. So I think it's a start in the right direction, because I'm sure they get all different types of complaints. I mean, think of when we watch a sporting event on TV. They don't want to pull you from the information, I mean, from the entertainment, so they'll give you picture-in-picture advertisement. So I guess they're finally getting smart, but I think it's setting us up for plans to launch Twitch Turbo, which is going to provide an ad-free viewing experience later this year. So what does that mean?
Twitch Turbo?
Twitch Turbo.
Turbo.
So I'm thinking that means there's going to be a pay for option.
There we go.
We'll jump into the comments real quick on this. And Helen says, I honestly believe the reason there are so many ads on Twitch is to encourage you to subscribe to the creator.
Yeah.
Subscribing stops the ads. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well, I know Tony's a Twitch user. Mr. B, you were a Twitch user, or you kind of
A little bit. I gotta get back on.
What's your
I was
take
asked to
on?
get back on. Yeah.
What's your take on the way they're going to do advertisements and everything else like that? You for it? You against it? You're like, you know what? Who cares?
If they want to go about it that way, they can go about it that way. I know they're not gonna get rid of the. Okay, I didn't. Okay, I was about to sneeze. Yeah, they need the ads, man. They need the ads, but they're gonna go about it some way. And if you're gonna pay for it, hey, that just cuts away your. You know what I mean? You don't gotta watch the ads, but you pay for the way to remove the ads. That just
Right.
covers for the ad time there. They need the ads. So either you're gonna sit there and suffer through the ads because they gotta make money somehow besides your streaming. So it happens all the time. It happens everywhere. So you gotta deal with it. I tell you firsthand. I'm an ESPN Plus subscriber. I never thought that I'd be paying for ESPN Plus and still got to deal with ads. You know what I
I
mean?
was just about to say
But here
that.
we are. Here we are. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? So, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do.
So Helen says also only creators who are Twitch affiliates have ads on their streams. And also only affiliates and partners who can be subscribed to.
Oh, interesting.
So Tony, you're affiliate?
I just got it recently. Ironically.
Do you see all the wonderful benefits of being an affiliate on Twitch?
They need your tax information. I don't think I'll be making that type of money. I have tried to fill it out. We had complications with it. I was trying to work it last weekend. I'm not sure what's going on with it. But a lot of people that I know who are affiliated, I mean, the biggest person that I know, the biggest streamer on Twitch that we all know together will be Randy. And Randy's got bigger numbers than all of us. Randy's got numbers that damn near combined with all of us. I've seen Hella's numbers be up. And to me, I mean, I'm going to try it because a bunch of us connected with that platform and Twitter when we left the previous platform. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I do try to stream up there, let everybody know I'm still around, I'll still do my thing or whatever. So like I said, I'm going to see how it goes. It sucked to even ask an impossible quick when you're trying to hear something. Yeah, I agree, Rick.
Yeah, that's true. That's very
When
true.
you check the replay is not there.
When the ad
Yeah.
pops up,
Yeah,
the
replays is not
trying
there.
to hear something. Yeah. Helen says he still hasn't filled out the form. Okay, OBKB.
Give him a nudge.
Go into the other one.
And I will play naive. I will say FFS. Is that like a wrestling league or MMA league?
Yo. Oh, man.
What isn't being said is when we did try to fill out the form, there's an error that we couldn't find an answer to.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Because it's
But
your signature
I think
not
I
being
asked you the
accepted.
other night, and you can correct me.
Mhm.
Was this a 1099?
Some type of taxpayer identification form they want in there. It's like an agreement. You sign your name on it, but it went to the signature. And we tried going through that. I'll try Q&A on this week. No, you don't cuss, Rick. We know.
I guess it remains to be seen. Hey, I have one other topic. I just want to hit on it. Study reveals the most injured NFL team from the 2021-2022 season.
Ooh.
Ugh. I mean, what was it, like 3 weeks ago with Damar Hamlin?
Yes.
When the world was watching that on
Live television.
Yep. Dude, I mean, I just go back to thinking we watched this on live and I was, not just me, but other people were like, this guy just died on TV.
Looked like it.
So we went from one hit to someone being worked on, 10 minutes to him receiving $12 million in his GoFundMe.
Did it hit 12?
It's at 12.
Yeah.
It's at 12
skyrocketed, man.
It's at 12 million. So hang on one second. I just want to go to, here we go. Real quickly, we'll go through it. Yeah, we love football. Health and safety issues are out there. Everyone's seen concussion, but it's like the train wreck that it's like reality TV, and you just can't take your eyes off of it. NFL injuries over the years. Supposedly, 2022, injuries have gone down.
Stay for play. For the most part, it's supposed to, but what I am noticing is they're going a lot of leg injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw that with Tony Pollard, and then we also saw that with the Patrick Mahomes. That fall was very similar.
Yes. To Joe Theismann?
The Joe Theismann one, didn't his leg go backwards?
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking
McGahee, his knee got hit backwards.
Okay.
His leg went like an ostrich.
Yeah.
I mean, like a flamingo on me. So yeah, this one they went to fall on them, and then the leg got caught underneath the body. When you tackle somebody, you don't have to. I mean, you're trying to pull them down, and I got it. Mm-hmm. But I watched it, and I'm seeing the same type of tackle. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing. There was another game, I think one of the guys on the Bills, he got tackled. The dude was trying to twist his leg after they was already on the ground.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They trying to break each other's limbs.
Yeah.
That ain't cool.
Number of injuries reported continue to drop from 2015, 494 injuries that season, to a total of 204 injuries. So that's a 50% decrease. And we could see it in NFL injuries over the years. Most injured teams go as followed. Most injured is the Tennessee Titans. Giants are right behind that. Then the Patriots. Wow. Broncos, Ravens, Cardinals, Lions, Saints, Browns, and Cowboys. Most injured.
Yeah.
And least injured, going from 10 to 1, Bears, Falcons, Bengals, Steelers, Packers, Vikings, Jaguars, Bills, Eagles, Chiefs.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. I don't know.
As much as they give injury reports, we don't hear about all the players that get hurt, I don't think.
No, we don't.
Not as much.
Most injured NFL players. Jason Pierre-Paul.
Blew his fingers off.
Yeah, but that was wasn't he messing around with firecrackers or something like that?
Yeah, he was.
Justin Houston. Dwayne Brown. Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, he was. He was.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And Teron Armstead. The final thoughts on this document is they say injuries in the NFL are going to continue to happen as they have since its inception. They're not preventable. They're doing what they can to make improvements to health and safety precautions. But I mean, the game is barbaric. It's the game we love to watch. It's like I said, we can't stop watching this train wreck.
Yeah, very true, man. Very true. And then
So,
after this season, seeing what happened to poor Tua, man. Yeah.
painful. Just think about it. Remember, I mean, the Sunday game and then the Thursday game, and I was just like, "What? Why is he out here?"
For the incentives.
Yeah, and then just weeks before we hit these official playoff games, boom, again.
Thank you, Helen. We're gonna get you and True affiliate next.
All of us should have been by now.
No great consolation to the people who did get injured. Oh well, less people got injured this year. Cheers, great. Thanks, mate. Lying there broken on a hospital bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says
messed up,
you
man.
can check out anytime, but you can never leave.
All right.
And
And Nick Foles. Nick Foles got cracked this season too.
Who?
Against the Giants. Nick Foles. Remember, Nick Foles got cracked, and then homie made snow angels next to his body. Jesus. Oh, man. Brutal game, man. It's a brutal game, but like you said, can't turn away, man.
I mean, because after this, think about it. And after this weekend, then we got in 2 weeks. I mean, are we all in on the NBA or are we waiting for MLB? I mean, it's
normally after the Super Bowl, we're all in NBA, but we also got the XFL and the AFL coming up.
Yeah. Spring football.
We got to look at that.
Yeah, I want to see what
I will admit, last time we had XFL, that first go round, it was a lot of football. That's a lot.
Yeah.
When we had the AAF, that was a lot of football.
It was a lot of football.
It was a lot of football.
The bigger question is, was it too much? Was it football?
At that time, I felt like it was at one point, but we wanted something. We needed something. We did need something. Okay. Everybody hates when football's off the air because everybody watches it, but the XFL was not drawing the crowd. This is going to be their third attempt. The AFL is not their first attempt. I think this is their second. So we got to see how it goes. Now, guys want to play football. Everybody wants to have an audience. Everybody misses the sport. It's going to be up to the football fans to watch it and to keep it going.
To watch it.
Right.
The very first XFL game ever, we was all in.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been a race.
The question is, weeks 4, 5, and 6, will we be there?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So we got to see how it goes. Couple of big names coaching. I did look at a couple of those processes. I don't know a bunch of those dudes. But Hines Ward is coaching. Somebody else, I forgot. I saw a couple of names that was familiar. But I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
Final question I have for Mr. B. All this talk about WWE being sold. Give me your top 3 choices of who do you believe will purchase the WWE?
Top 3?
Top 3. Or if you don't have a top 3, give me your one. Give me the entity.
The entity?
Yeah.
Well, thinking about it, Saudi Arabia, I'm thinking, because they're looking to buy up everything. They're buying a lot.
Yes.
They're low-key buying a lot of stuff now. If you're paying attention, they are looking to shop heavy.
Right.
They have the was a little group here and there that they're trying to couple things here and there they're trying to get. If I was that person,
Saudi Arabia Investment Fund is the company.
Yes.
Is the air quote company.
The entity, the entity. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do the entity. It's the entity.
The entity.
Yeah. They do their little thing here and there. Yeah, because they getting a lot. They getting a lot of boxing over there in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing
Live golf.
see they get they're getting golf. They're looking for golf.
Live golf.
They may be looking for tennis to come out over there.
Yeah.
They're possibly looking for the Formula One races
Mm-hmm.
to happen out there as well.
Wow.
There's a lot of good space to do a lot of things out there, man.
A lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money. But I can see them doing that, the entity. We could get who else? Endeavor, because Endeavor. Dana has a relationship with Vince and Triple H. They've done dealings beforehand in getting the services of one man by the name of Brock Lesnar. They have worked alongside, hand in hand in the transition in between MMA and wrestling for a lot of guys, past and present. So I can see, Endeavor possibly, WME, IMG, those guys working possibly with them. They talk about the possibility of Tony Khan buying, but would they? I don't know, man.
You think that's smoke and mirrors?
You
think that's smoke and mirrors?
I think that's kind of smoke and mirrors. I think it's kind of smoke and mirrors. I think it'll be, if Tony Khan was to buy, it'll be too much for Tony to handle. Tony got a mess as it is.
He has a mess.
He got a lot of mess, egos. There's money, of course, but how many of those guys would he keep over his own guys? That's one thing. He's going to be getting rid of his own guys to be buying a lot of those WWE guys. And that's going to be an issue. But I see that, and probably Warner Brothers Discovery, maybe. I see them getting it, but other than that, that's it. Those are my possible four. 3, 4. Well, I'll say 3 because I'm not really thinking the Tony Khan thing. But yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery, Endeavor, the entity. There you go.
I'm just going to go with one. I'm going to say Comcast. And I've been saying this as long as I can remember. Comcast, which the parent company to NBC and Peacock.
Yes.
Makes sense.
I think it's tailor-made.
Yeah.
I think it's tailor-made. They're already giving them
Peacock, wasn't it?
$600 million a year.
Yeah.
They're giving them a year
Yeah.
for the library, for the pay-per-views.
Super strong. Yes. Super strong. Super strong arm.
Mm-hmm.
A year.
Yeah.
A year.
You gotta remember, Tony, these guys tried the WWE network. The WWE network started faltering. Then Peacock said, "Hey, buddy, we'll work with you guys."
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Like, yo.
Yep.
And Peacock is free. We used to pay for WWE Network.
Listen.
That's the whole thing.
Everything is on streaming. Okay. Everything is on streaming. That's what it is. So when you get streaming, you get the advertisements. Okay, fine, cool. I got that. And Peacock, you can put everywhere. Peacock, Pluto, Fubo, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tubi TV should jump on it.
It's free.
Yeah.
Tubi is free. Tubi, Pluto.
Tubi, Crackle, Pluto.
Yes, Crackle.
Hell, Roku. All of them.
Free.
You ever thought about that before?
Free.
Yeah. And everybody pick them up the app.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple of these shows, show up on those sites there. Bellator is one of those folks that be on Pluto. And
Pluto got the Star Trek channels. I'll be stuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Same. I don't even blame you, man.
I got nothing on. That's why I can watch some DS9 for 3 hours.
Oh yeah, man.
Yo, we're almost at the hour mark.
Oh God.
So we're gonna have to shut this down. Joe, where can we find you? streaming, or where can we find if you have any written work, your thoughts, all the above?
Catch my thoughts through tweets on Twitter. My thoughts, my retweets, and all that stuff. My live play-by-plays when fights happen. Catch all those on Twitter, man. Whenever a fight's happening, I'm tweeting about it. Catch me. The new profile name is New Year Same B at Mr. B 1986. It is a picture of one of my favorite characters out of Naruto, Rock Lee, practicing drunken jujitsu, drunken karate, drunken master style karate with the Henny bottle. I'm sorry to mention the Henny bottle, but it is what it is. I'm on OK Live. As I said, whenever fights are happening, I'm streaming them there. Mr. B. I have a profile picture. I usually put, ladies of MMA. So the current one is Laura Sanko because I had another account, but unfortunately, for some reason, I got locked out. So I had to make this one. Is a picture of Laura Sanko in the gym. You'll appreciate it. I'm getting on my thing though on Pokechaw, man. Got on Pokechaw a couple times this week, man. Tony was there for one of them. I got, I get a little group, but I gotta get the time to be out here. I noticed you gotta get a time because if you don't have a set time, people may not show up as much. So I gotta get that down path. I got to watch your boy, the guy TK the artist. That's a funny cat. And I don't know if it's yes, he did. He bust out some freestyles, man. But I don't know if it's by coincidence or what. Mm-hmm. This man grew up around the same neighborhood I grew up at.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I lived on Bainbridge, 193rd and 194th. He was by Briggs, like around, was it Briggs, Marion area there? But then he told me he was by 173rd and Fordham. And I'm like, bro, I was right there. And he started naming spots. And I'm like, get out of here.
Yo,
that's crazy.
You sound the same way with him that I sounded when me and Ted was talking about where we was from.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
From where I was at when I was a kid.
Yo, yeah, man. And I'm like, yo, this is insane. Bro, and he naming the spots, and we talking about like, yeah, man. And he talked about the sandwich spot on 194 there, and I'm like, yeah. But like 195th area there, I'm like, yeah. And the whole block with all the gangs, and I'm like, yeah, man. The gangs hold down like 4 or 5 blocks straight through Briggs. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this small world, man.
It is.
So I appreciate that.
Spread out all over the place. A bunch of us grew up in certain areas and didn't really know each other. Even in the neighborhood of Queens that I was born in, you'd be surprised how many blocks was right there where me and Ted were pretty much kids at.
Yep.
Crazy.
And I promise you, there's at least 1,000 of us that don't even know each other.
I know.
At least 1,000 of us, and we all from right there.
Yep.
Word, man. So yeah, man, I appreciate that though. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
definitely. I just before I hand it over to Tony, I want to give a big shout out to WRAQ. It's an affiliate in upstate New York, and also Global Community Radio, which is out there on the interwebs.
Oh, nice.
So as we can see, Mr. B is out on those mean internet streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Tone, where can we find you?
Follow that Twitter handle. Y'all know everywhere else already. I'm tagging everything through Twitter in the first place. Follow that Twitter handle. You got the bottom screen. You saved me 5 minutes. We good.
I'm going to go to a previous stream and grab where we can find when Tony just goes 90, 100 miles an hour and he just reels off
That's
like
cruise control.
10 usernames.
That's cruise control.
I'm telling you, man. And he talks about me and my combat sports, bro.
Dude,
that's crazy.
You and your syllables. I tried to learn it from you. TONYTON72. On Twitch, TONYTON72. On Instagram, TONYTON163. On Twitter, TONYTON19723 on TikTok. Tony D, that original on Linktree. You're going to find me on Mixcloud. I'm on Coach like JoJo. Big ups to Carl for putting me on over there. I met some crazy folks, met some good folks. Like you said, TK Dolls. Big ups TK. TK, if you see this, we got you, man. I told you, we're putting you out there for real. What else we got? That's enough. Y'all know where to find me. You heard about me. You see me doing this about 2 years, my man Ted. We doing it. We're doing it. Ted, I see you. You ain't slick. You ain't slick.
Yo.
Oh my God.
He's super tight, that comment. Look at him.
Yeah, like he did it. It's the Kamala Harris moment. She was like, "We did it, Joe. We did it."
Yeah, she became president. They're still mad.
Yo.
Oh my goodness. As always, appreciate you gentlemen more than you guys would ever know. Gives me a good laugh after another hectic week at work.
Yeah, I had a wild day at work myself.
And so I look forward to this. So we're going to wrap it up here. This is Ted Hicks, Late Night Parents. Want to definitely thank Joe, aka Mr. B, Tony D, and also Helen, Sadie, Rick Costa. I want to make sure Jeeves, big shout out to him, and everyone in the chat, because you are also a part of this.
Yes.
So we want to definitely say thank you and peace.
Peace.